What's up guys, TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode of Prison Architect, and we are close to getting our next intake of prisoners. We've got it at 69, I'm actually going to put up the 70, since we did lose another prisoner due to being released or to parole. I don't think they got released via parole though, but we are getting close to being 3/4 full in deployment, and over the night I did another shakedown, did a search, and surprisingly enough there's a lot I don't know why. I've got this, like the metal detector, I've got even a guard that patrols in both of the libraries, but scissors in the last 24 hours, the amount of scissors, there was like 8 scissors found, and all of them pretty much, that's Sickatiers, all the scissors come from here, so pretty much every worker that's in there has somehow got scissors into this prison. This one came from out there, which is alright. But it's just like so many different things. And then all of a sudden, like I did a shakedown, and all of a sudden narcotics are already in place. So it's like, it's a constant battle trying to keep all the contraband down pat. But we have in pretty much a couple of minutes, actually like in-game minutes, we've got 40 minutes until 70 prisoners come our way. And we've got a big increase of prisoners, and I've had to increase as well. I increased the staff in the kitchen. I doubled it. It was originally 5 and now 10, and I think that might be the max because I feel like the 5 handled these two all right, but I kind of noticed when they were cleaning up they were a bit slow, and there's plenty of food out, so I think 10 cooks is max in this area. I might not even need 10 cooks, so we'll see how it plays out. But we've got tons and tons of prisoners coming this way. We're going to be almost at our max capacity. So there we go. So we can actually close this, and we should be at 180. I think we're going to be, or so is what we're supposed to be. I think. I think 4 prisoners might have got released over. In between that time, so because it was the cycle of the new morning. So now we've got a lot more prisoners, and the prison's going to start probably getting a bit cluttered, a bit hectic and such, but we're making a lot of money. Like we're sitting here at the moment, we're at 11. That will go down a bit because it fluctuates because you get that payment of bringing in the prisoners, and as we increase this overall prison facility size, it will be very interesting to see how it goes. But what we will do is eventually we're going to start looking at getting this land, and so then we can start planning ahead. I might have to buy 2 lots of land, maybe not. We'll see, but I think this side will have the medium security on its side, and then we might have further down, maybe on this side we'll have maybe double. I guess we could just decide how we expand. This could be the top of the map, really. So we can have low security and medium security here, and then we could do another 2 mediums here or something, because medium security is probably going to be the biggest influx that we're going to have instead of going out all this way and we're buying land in all different directions. And then we could have super and super max and death row and all that sort of stuff as well. So it can get really really interesting how the size of this prison, but it's very interesting as well to see how this so changes when they're in free time. They all just feel so happy. They don't have many complaints. We can have a look here and go needs warmth. Where is it? Is right down because we're now it's spring, it's nice and sunny, so it's really the winter time that we're going to have those issues with heating and that. So we've got a little bit of time to think about heating and how we're going to actually work that into the prison. Oh, Chief is calling. Let's find out what he wants. One of the spiritual leaders we bring in for our religious programs has been riling up the inmates with all kinds of hateful speech. Oh, great, of course. They've been fired, but the prisoners will take some time to cool down. Okay, so they're pissed off. So we're still going to have the program spiritual guidance, correct? Yes, it's just the up to 70 people in the queue. 40 have finished. Only 11 have passed. So that spiritual guidance leader has changed. So it just might be a few prisoners probably. It depends. It might be that 20 that are just enrolled, or it could be all 70 that could be just a little bit peeved at the whole situation. But the prison is growing really good. I really like the way it's going at the moment. I want to start getting this shop going, as I said. I think it's best just to have one shop front, so we can do this here. So they have their access point here. Then what else does the shop need? These table, shop shelf, and just shop shelf pretty much. Where is it? I can't see it. Shop front, shop shelf is right next to it. While I'm being an idiot. Again, let's do the table. That will be that other grant. So we can do those there, and then let's just go shop shelf. Wow, look at the influx of prisoners that have to go through that. We might need to actually add double doors to make the inflow a bit better. But if we go you and you, and let's go you and you. So now we've got a shop going, and we can get some of them working in there now, which will actually be really good, actually. So I'm happy with that. We're getting some movement with there. The workshop, obviously, is going to be one of the last things we probably build in this area, just because of they need training, and we haven't, like, we need workshop safety induction. So we got 79 interested now, 80 interested. So it's kind of flickering. So we could actually start doing that, and then we can actually start getting some people going in this area. So there's 10 places for that, 2 sessions. I don't know how many. Can I find out how many places there are? If you go prison labor, technically there's max of 10 jobs available. So if we also go deployment, I want to go here. I want to go guard patrols, and I want a guard patrolling in this area. Why does he not go all the way down? I don't know. And let's put you there. So we also got a guard patrolling in that area there. So then we can now go logistics, we can go prison labor, and we can put 5 prisoners in there. So that's all we need there to get the shop going. So now we're kind of pretty much at the point where this low security prison is at a good setup, that I feel that we're making a good progress. We're actually at a lot of income at the moment, a lot more than I thought we would be. Maybe just because we're maybe understaffed, I don't know, or we do have a lot of prisoners here. There's 172, so really next episode as well, we're going to push the boundaries and get to as close as we can to the max amount that we can have, and then we can start looking at purchasing land out. I think it might be best to purchase land out this way. It might be even better to have 2 low security prisons. Maybe we replicate exactly what we have on this side on the other side, and have it going. I think I hope buying 1 piece of land is enough to get what we need on this side of the prison, but it feels like I feel like we're going to be just short. We might have to buy 2 pieces of land to build on this side of the prison, at least to do it at this size that we've done. So yeah, like we could have 2 low security prisons really, and then if we want to, we could do it like, as I was saying before, like I was thinking of going like low, medium, high, supermax, death row sort of thing, but really we could make it a bit more sectioned, a bit better. So this can be low and medium security, and then down, we can have low and low, and then you can have medium security down in this way, then you can have like max, super max, and then death row, and so we can kind of scale it, so it's really structured, and we can just make this like this road pretty much that runs down the center of the game. When we buy that land, it's going to be section, so it'll be everything just is almost like a pyramid sort of scale. And really, then we could buy on this side of the land. And originally, I was thinking of having, you know, what are they? CIs, I think they are, or I don't know, like informants. Not informants. It's the guys in yellow. I don't know if I can, or if I just highlight one of them, I guess I can change it. So he's protective custody. So we could have then another prison just for protective custody. Actually have it really segregated, because really that's how a prison would be. You wouldn't expect to have protective custody inmates. Maybe you might get it in low security prisons, but I wouldn't expect to have like protective custody in a high security prison. So that's where the protective custody will be interesting, because that one will be where they're different ranks. So it might be a protective custody, that might be a low security prisoner, but then he might be in the same prison as a super max. So that's something to work with. And so that's the idea with this game, is to really push and have pretty much like this high street of prisons. And I think you know, that's what we can work towards. So I think we should buy this land in the coming episodes and expand. You know what? Screw it. We can buy this one now. It's 80 grand. We've got the money sitting there. I said I kind of wanted to wait till 300. But, for example, if we go planning, we go walls. How much do I need to build this? So I need 137 off the edge. And what does this give me? Not enough, 105. So we're going to have to buy this block of land. Is at the same price, 80 grand. So we're going to have to spend a bit of money, but it worries me spending so much money at one big hit. So we might have to, like, we'll get the next intake on the next day. Repairs. Was there someone obviously was fighting and doing something. Probably, yeah, there was a fight up here by the looks of it. Yep, all these damages. That's right, and another fight over here. So, yeah, there's always going to be something. But, yeah, we can buy the next block of land, and then we can pretty much try and double our medium security, our low security prison. But then the only thing that's going to be different is the front office is going to be like how we have here. We have it for all these guys, and that might not be the case with on this side. So we can have these same rooms, but what I might do is, instead of having a door on these sides, I'll have a door on the other side, and they could be all psychologist officers, and they can just all, you know, it can be ways of there, because really, if you offer enough programs for these prisoners, when you have the money and you can offer like these alcoholic therapy groups, these pharmaceutical treatments, spiritual guidance is one, is also a good one, but as well, you know, behavior therapy, which is done with the psychologist in an office. Low security, you're not going to have too much of it, but the more extreme you get, the more behavioral issues you're going to have. I think if we have those options available, it might make this prison a bit better. And I just realised, I didn't even notice it from last episode, I didn't repair all the damages from the fire up here. I repaired everything that I thought there was, besides here and over there. So I actually need these guys to fix that. So is that wall? So no, I don't know if I just go, yeah, there's actually like a corner missing, and if we go a concrete block there, so that was missing, and then if we go concrete block here, here, and that's all wall related. Let's go concrete flooring in here, and brick walls here. I can't believe I didn't notice that I hadn't actually fixed all the fire damage. Oh well, is what it is, I guess. They just had a shoddy common room, that's all. I probably should have done that more at nighttime when they're less likely to be around the tools and everything, but it is what it is. But yeah, so we're looking at, to pretty much intake now is fill capacity. So, is that, no, close. Why is it, next intake is only 12 prisoners. Why only 12? Is there only 12? No, it says that's available, so, that's because, if I go deployment here, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and unlock that, and then go fill capacity. There we go. So now the next stage, and we need to have this, like that. I don't know why these are, probably the fire set those off as well, didn't it? Did that, and let's do that. So that just gets all that sorted. So it means for the next episode, we have got it lined up. So we've got the intake ready to go, which will be perfect because then we will be at max size. I wonder if that changes as well. Yeah, it does alter. So now that I'm filled to capacity, we're good. So and that's good because then we can have this, we can actually earn a good income and we can start planning and building the other prison on this side and such. And really we only have to run the game for, like, if we're earning 13 grand now, like with the next intake, I don't know if we're hopefully going to be close to 20, you know, if we're earning 20 grand a day. Doctor, here we go. What have we got? When we get a reports of sickness from a number of prisoners, it might be worth, bugger, I hate this one, identifying and quarantining the infected to stop it from spreading. The sickness is the worst one. Yeah, this guy. So, go punish, go lockdown for 24 hours because you're sick, everyone, and it's worse as well because everyone is in the eating hall, and it says number of infected prisoners 9, needs treating, lockdown, that's 3, that's 4. Shit. Yeah, it's going to be hard finding all these guys and letting it spread is the worst. It's the worst thing about this this part is the sickness. Alright, there's more here. So we've done, I want him. 4. I go 5, 6. Is there any that aren't in the prison in here and like actually in? We have 3 already in lockdown, so that might be okay. Normally the best thing is when they're sleeping, but now we're going to have an intake of prisoners and we're going to have a sickness issue at the same time. They could be down here, these ones probably. So you're fine, and you're fine. So all of them in here. I think I said I did 6. So yeah, if I go there, yep. So 3, yep, 6. Okay, good. So the ones that are now sick have been shackled. So there's 3 more in here that I don't know. I can't see them. It's so hard to spot them sometimes. Bugger me. Alright. They might not even be in this room, you don't know. You're 1. So, lockdown. Alright, there's 2 more. This one. You're hiding behind the tray. Lockdown. Now there's 1 more. There's 1 more. I know more people are going to get sick, but at least this way I can start containing it as quickly as possible, but far out to find the 1 person that's sick now. It's so painful. Because, like, this guy, like him, he's, like, not that green. So, like he can have his back to me. Anyone that has their back to me could technically be one of the ones sick, but you don't know. No. Yeah, see, it could be any of these guys that have their back towards you. Ah, you. There you are. Punish. Lockdown. Alright, that's it. We've got technically all of them. Oh, total infected. Holy shit. There we go. Alright. Well, there was no point trying that, because infected now has increased so high. There's nothing much we can really do, and I'm going to just have to let the prison get infected and just slowly get the doctors to eliminate the sickness, really. So, wow. Alright, there's no point really doing those lockdown on those guys. They were the originals, but it is what it is. Oh, well. I'm just going to have to let everyone get sick, pretty much. Oh, well, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. We'll see you in the next one, where we'll get our final prison intake to take us to max capacity of our low security prison Mark 1. And can't wait. So, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So, see you later, guys.